People who had undercover cops come to their school posed as fellow students. How did you know? I didn't realize the new kid was an undercover cop until I heard him ask the wrong question at the wrong time. And once I noticed it, I couldn't unsee it. He showed up out of nowhere in the middle of the semester. No introduction, no explanation, just suddenly sitting in class like he'd always been there. He said his name was Alex. Average clothes, average haircut, too average. He looked like a student, but something felt off, like he was wearing a costume instead of clothes. He didn't complain, not about homework, not about teachers, not about school food. Who does that? Everyone else groaned. Alex just observed. That was the first thing. The second thing was how fast he found certain people. Not the athletes, not the loud kids, the quiet ones who skipped class, the ones teachers watched a little closer. He'd slide into conversations naturally, too naturally. So what do people usually do after school? Anyone ever get caught doing dumb stuff? Who's always hanging around the bathrooms? He said it casually, like curiosity, but his eyes stayed sharp. I sat next to him in history. Group work forced us to talk. He never wrote notes, never checked the textbook, but always knew the answers. When teachers corrected him, he didn't argue. He nodded politely, like he was being evaluated, not taught. One day I joked, "Man, you're weirdly calm for finals week." He smiled and said, "Stress makes people slip." That sentence stuck with me. Then rumors started. Someone said Alex asked about parties. Another said he wanted to know who sold what. People joked he was a narc. We laughed, but the laughter was thin. Then things started happening. Security suddenly increased. Bathrooms started getting checked. Teachers became stricter overnight. 3 kids were pulled out of class one morning. No warning, no explanation. They never came back. The next day, Alex's seat was empty. That's when my stomach dropped. No goodbye, no he transferred, just gone. Everyone whispered. Nobody knew anything. Until a week later, I was leaving school when I saw him in the parking lot, standing next to a police car, talking, laughing. He wasn't wearing student clothes anymore. He had a jacket on, and clipped inside was a badge. My chest went cold. Our eyes met. No smile this time, just a look that said he'd already moved on. Later that night, an email went out. Something vague about student safety and ongoing investigations. No details, but everyone understood. I found out from a friend whose cousin got arrested. Alex had been there for months, blending in, listening, taking notes, pretending to fail quizzes, pretending to stress about homework. Meanwhile, he was building cases. I replayed every conversation we'd ever had, every honest answer, every joke. I hadn't done anything illegal, but I still felt exposed. The scariest part wasn't that he was a cop, it was how convincing he was, how easily he became invisible. If he hadn't disappeared, I never would have known. School stopped feeling safe after that. Not dangerous, just watched. Now, whenever someone new shows up and asks too many questions, I don't laugh anymore, because sometimes the kid sitting next to you isn't there to pass the class. They're there to see who fails. And you never know until they're gone. If you've ever experienced something like this, follow for more real stories.